TCCAC's vision, our North Star, is that our children know who they are as proud Native American people, know where they come from, understand our culture, and maintain healthy, trusting relationships and connections with one another, our elders, relatives, Mother Earth, and Creator. Our children believe that they can achieve anything and are provided opportunities and supports to explore their dreams and fulfill their potential.
Our voices are all so powerful, and one isn't more powerful than the other. Let's use that tool that Ikedeya gave to us, and make sure that we speak up when we need to.
Everything that TCCAC does comes from our North Star. The tribal CCTF and tribal child care world in California is really the driver. They're the ones that sit in the driver's seat, and we listen. Our job is to have the capacity for understanding the diversity of the communities, the different places that they're at, their strengths, and really being that organization that looks at touch points.
Our Tribal Quality Improvement System is an approach to help those tribes and programs self-define what quality means to them, and then we come alongside those programs to support them with resources that are relevant to their definition of quality to enhance that in their programs. And those programs could be in centers, it could be a family, friend, and neighbor, it could be a relative care provider. So really anyone who's caring for a child, even voucher programs that aren't tribally operated.
Looking at our successes for our last year that we just finished up in June, we had, going off the top of my head, we had 187 workforce participants. Ring that bell. Woo! But ring it again because it's only September and we already have over 230 for this year.
I completed the Tribal Mentor Early Childhood Program. This past year, it took me about 9.5 months, and it was an amazing journey. It was a lot of work, but I did it.
We have lots of leadership opportunities. Our partnerships with CECMP and the Director Mentor Program, the Teacher Mentor Program, and just really building strong leaders within our tribal communities.
As a statewide program, I envision that we will grow. And we will grow in ways that people who have such knowledge and such experience will really be able to shepherd in others.
We're so excited to come alongside administrators, directors, supervisors, and really build them up.
It's important, that culture is important because you know who you are.
It's really important, for these kids to have learn their heritage.
Cultural factor in the early settings. I think that's us allowing the children to learn who they are.
We were able to take our language book and teach ourselves how to sing Duck, Duck, Goose in our language and do those things with the kids.
I think that's us not creating an environment so washed that what's at home is not seen in the school.
One of the successes that I feel like TCCAC has had in this past year is we've really put a focus on wellness. And not just focusing on how we can make other people well, not how we can make our communities well, but knowing that we have to be well first. Like it starts with ourselves.
The invitation for the sessions that I'm a part of and the sessions that Becca and Abby will lead and the other sessions today will be this invitation to lean in and to come back to that center.
Another success leading into the partnerships is telling the stories.
So these stories go back to me of what human nature is. Dad always said, human nature hasn't changed in millennia. We have to teach children to be kind and nice. We have to show them how to pet a dog. You have to show them how to have empathy.
The water, the sounds, the sky, the earth, all the elements were there, and it was just important to tell those stories out because it connects us back to the earth.
So this study is really designed to look at CCDF funds and again to produce tools to support your communities in administering the funds. So we're going to start data collection this year, reaching out to providers, reaching out to your communities, people who administer the funds within your community to learn more.
I think the resources and the staff there supporting us in just a short amount of time has been very beneficial.
I think that it gives us a lot of opportunities for trainings to become better educators and to provide the best care for our students.
Our particular program makes it much easier for families to work towards their self-sufficiency when that's one less piece of the financial struggle.
And so we're going to open up with 2 classrooms of 4 pods each in those classrooms for 16 children, including expectant mothers.
Even if we're just doing dual signage by the doors in our language, in Spanish and English, I think that it really helps the children recognize it and the parents seem to appreciate it.
You know, we are a family and we are there to help and support and do what we can.
To bring in all board members that represent all of California, North, South, Central, all types of family, friend, and neighbor, relative care providers, center-based programs, and to really bring in everybody's thoughts, opinions, experiences, and create one document that's going to guide our organization for 3 years. And that's such a success.
I think one of the most important things that has happened for TCCAC is the strength of our infrastructure. Through staff development, through board supports and development, and our membership has driven that in their voices coming and rising to the top of what they need for their communities.
So the efforts that go into the weave of the basket, the strength of the basket to hold precious things becomes diminished by selfish acts. And so when I look at organizations, I look at TCCAC and I see you guys becoming more unified. You're strengthening that weave and then you hold more wisdom and that wisdom passes on to the strength of the whole nation.
They said if you tell yourself in the morning, very first thing when you wake up, something amazing is going to happen today. It changes the way that you look at the day.
We've done a lot. TCCAC has been around since 2006, and I know a lot of us have been doing this work since before then. So it's not just now and moving forward that we're going to make this change, it's the change that we've already made, and so we have to recognize that.
Tribal child care is critical to our nation and to the children and families who populate our nation. And if we are not culturally responsive to all families, then we are missing a critical point in what it means to care.
Our organization prioritizes celebrating our successes because we're not going to be on this hamster wheel saying, what's next? What are we chasing next? Where are we going next? No, we're going to pause and we're like, man, we crushed that.